Hey guys, it's Britt coming to you live, and in this video I want to talk about soul gifts and your soul mission and how activating these unique to you soul gifts and living your unique to you soul mission blesses your life. And then I also want to do at the end a little meditation and light language activation to personally help you activate your gifts and have some more clarity on, a very important soul gift that you're working with at this time. So something that I've recently learned from my mentor, Emily Joy Harris, in her Activate Your Gifts course, which by the way is like one of the best courses I've ever done, ever. She teaches that we have 9 main soul gifts that we are working with in a lifetime. But we can have more too, but there's basically like 9 main ones. And by activating these, it literally blesses your life, you guys. Like, I'm talking abundance, I'm talking soulmates, I'm talking soul tribe, and all of the joy of living blessings that are your birthright. Like abundance, joy, love, bursting creativity, bursting open hearts. This is all your divine birthright. This is all your inheritance, from God. And by activating your soul gifts, it's literally like unlocking the magic key that blesses your entire life. And I like the way that I said that, because that's really what it is. Activating your soul gifts is literally like the magic key that blesses your entire life, and it's connected to so many things, you guys. It's literally connected to everything. It's why you're on this planet. And I think this is why I've always resonated with teachings like from self-help teachers around working from your genius only, right? Like, we all, as human beings, we all have God-given gifts and abilities. We all have our zone of genius, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I've always really resonated with the concept of working in your zone of genius and allowing other people to work for you and do those things that aren't your zone of genius, right? And so that's how I'm really like good at delegating help. Like, I'm really good at finding the perfect people. Like, I've had the perfect people to do my website. I had the perfect assistant, and just all of these things. Like, I'm very good at that because I really recognize and embody this understanding that I have my zone of genius and I have my own unique soul gifts, and I need to be working with those and on those. And that is basically me saying yes to my soul, saying yes to God and the gifts that God has given me. And that's like saying yes to life. That's saying yes to all the blessings that are mine by divine right, you guys. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk on this for a little bit here before we get into the meditation and activation. But say hello to me, you guys, if you're on here, or if you're watching on the replay, you can comment #replay. And yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to, have a chat with you guys. I love talking to you guys. So, one of the main, reasons that I've always deeply felt that certain people struggle in their lives, whether it's with relationships and manifesting their dream partner, or whether it's with abundance and, being in that never-ending cycle of lacking, or, if it's health related, like having, poor health. I've always really just had this knowing, and maybe you guys can relate. I've always had this knowing that it's because there's something inside of them that they're not letting out, right? There's a part of your soul that you're not letting yourself access. Like, I know for a fact in, some of my previous relationships, when I was having relationships with men that were, where I wasn't being treated the way that I, knew that I deserved to be treated with men, when I was kind of being heartbroken and things like that, I know that it's because there were certain aspects of my soul that I wasn't allowing myself to express. So, for example, I wasn't allowing myself to express the pure, unconditional love of my soul, right? I wasn't allowing myself to express the pure confidence that would come from, being my actual self. But I was allowing myself to express lower formed energies like, low self-esteem or fear around relationships, fear around, am I good enough for relationships, right? So in every moment, you're always choosing, okay, what version of myself am I going to be here? Am I going to be my higher self, or am I going to be a lower self? And I'm not saying that you have to feel confident all the time in order to manifest love, or feel in love all the time in order to manifest love. It's actually not that at all. Like, you could really still have a lot of fears and have a lot of self-doubts and unworthiness. I certainly do have all the fears and doubts and unworthiness still, right? And it's not like, I don't think that's something that ever is just going to totally like disappear or anything, but it's knowing to base your actions on higher self knowing. Okay, so you're not going to take action on those unworthy thoughts or those, feelings that you're not enough or you're not good enough or you're not meant for love. You're not going to take action from that place. You're going to take action from the true source connection, God connection, soul connection place that knows you're inherently worthy, that knows you're meant for love, that knows it's actually just like the most duh thing ever, right? So do you get what I'm saying? It's not that you're never going to feel insecure or unworthy or whatever. I mean, these are just human feelings, but it's acting from and acting as the person who is aligned with truth, aligned with God, aligned with soul. Okay? And one of like a big reason really why I feel like I struggled in multiple areas of life, you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to just struggle with just doing basic life things, like driving, or like I had so much anxiety around driving and I failed my test like so many times. And then I, like just normal human life things, right? Like life was just like, I had that feeling that we can sometimes get as a starseed or as an earth angel or a light worker, where we're just like, why am I on this planet? I don't know if you guys have seen those funny memes, like, it's like, why did I come to this planet again? Like, I want to go home, like, but they're funny. That wasn't funny, but you get what I'm saying. That's what I felt like. I was like, literally, why am I even alive? I do not belong in this human body at all. Put me back, right? Like, put me back where I belong. And, it was once I found my true soul gifts and my mission, and I mean, I have a lot deeper clarity around them now, but it was when I found my soul gifts and my soul mission, even in like the smallest sense, when I just started to activate my gifts as a healer. That was when things in my life started to dramatically change for the better, okay? And this is in 2014 when I did my first healing course and my first healing session, and I just got into that realm and I got into that world. That was when my life started to change. And you know why my life started to change for the positive then is because the healing was my true soul path and my true soul gift, right? So of course the timelines of my life were shifting because I tapped into something. I tapped into the soul truth. I tapped into, what I'm really here to do. Hello, Jody, what is up? And so the point I'm making here is that you living as and now I'm seeing that light bulb emoji, you living with that light bulb on, okay, is going to bless all the other areas of your life. And so the light bulb is your soul, okay, or your soul gifts. Let's say, okay, so we have 9 main soul gifts that we're working with. So let's say we have 9 light bulbs, okay? And, you know, maybe when you're born, they're on a little bit, right? Like, because we're obviously just born with some inherent gifts, right? So let's say the light bulbs are, you know, lit up at about 20% capacity, let's just say, okay? And so you have these 9 light bulbs in your auric field, and you're going about your life, la-di-da-di-da, and then, okay, let's say you go down a dark timeline and you're, you know, working some like totally soul-sucking job, and you start abusing drugs, and you have this horrible relationship where you're being abused, and it's just like this total downward spiral. Let's say even some of these light bulbs, they start to go down to like 10%. And you are even less aware of your soul gifts than you were when you're a child, right? That can happen. Or let's throw that timeline away. Shoo, we don't want that. And let's think of another timeline where, you know, this is like the middle timeline now. Okay, so here is what we're doing. We're studying some spiritual concepts. We're reading about, you know, the law of attraction, which has some truth. And we're reading about, you know, healing stuff, soul stuff. And that's kind of like part of the path. I'm thinking of myself. But we're dedicating our entire life to a job that's not the actual job that we're really here to do. It's just something that's maybe good money, or it's socially acceptable, or it's something where we feel like we're going to fit in. But we're kind of activating our soul gifts a little bit on the side. So these light bulbs start to turn up to about, you know, 30 or 40%. Right? So we're getting some light, we're getting some soul light happening. So some blessings are coming in, right? Maybe we, you know, have the financial means to buy some more books, right? But it's never enough to really make us feel like we're on path, right? Because we're operating with our gifts about 30 to 40% active. So, you know, some good things are coming. Maybe we have a relationship that's like, he's pretty decently okay, but it's definitely nothing to write a book about or anything. And, you know, we're kind of just in the middle of things. It's the middle timeline. Then, here's another example. So we shoo that timeline away. Now, let's imagine another timeline where we are deciding that, you know what? I have a real passion for healing. I have a real passion for helping people. I want to be a life coach, or I want to be whatever it is that your heart truly desires to be. I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to devote all my time and energy that I possibly can to this mission. This feels like it's coming from my heart. This feels like, you know, that too good to be true feeling, but we know that that feeling means that it's really a soul aligned path, even if it doesn't make sense. So we start going down that path, and then our gifts, as we continue to work at the thing that our life has really been given to us for, right? This gift, this passion, this excitement, this burning fire within us, these light bulbs start to turn up more and more and more. And now these light bulbs are operating at like 80 to 90%. And this is when the blessings start to come in, okay? The soulmate people start to come in. And so first, now we have all these soulmate clients that are, you know, paying us the rates that we want. And it's like everything is feeling really good in our business. And now we're having all this abundance and this real level of abundance where it's like, this is the amount that is right for me. Maybe it's not, you know, what's right for someone else, but it's totally right for you, and you don't feel held back. You don't feel like you have to say no to things that you desire anymore. This is just like the perfect amount for you and your personal desires, and also to help the planet in whatever way you want to help. And then you end up manifesting this relationship, and you're coming at it from a really secure place because you just fucking love your life so much, right? Because you're so fulfilled. And then you manifest this relationship that is like so passionate and so in love, and it's so totally your highest compatible soulmate, and it's beautiful, and you're in love and you're in joy. And then the creativity is just bursting because you can write about the soulmate, you can write about, you know, the business, you have all these things going for you. You're just like exploding with fire and love and joy, and you're just like, fuck yeah, I love my life. Okay? That's what happens when those light bulbs, AKA your soul gifts, get activated. Okay, and do you see what I'm saying? I've never actually said it like that before, but I love that I just said it like that, because I think if you guys are visual, like, you're really going to get the visual there that there are different timelines, okay? there's a lower timeline where you're not activating your gifts at all and things are hard, right? Then there's a middle timeline where things are kind of going okay because you've got a little bit of your gifts activated, but it just never feels like enough. It's never like you're really living, right? You're living a little bit, you're on the track a little bit, but it's not full. And then you have the life with your gifts fully activated and everything is blessed and you're just like bursting with joy. Your heart is so open, you guys, that like my heart is so open. I'm just in love. I love you guys. I love life. I love my business. I love my family. I love, you know, everything that I've created, you know, with the help of Source, God, and Soul. And you're just bursting. You're just bursting. And that is the joy of living. And that is your highest timeline. And your highest timeline comes from you flicking the switch all the way up on those little light bulbs. Okay? And yeah, I guess that's the way that I wanted to say it. I think that came out totally the way that I wanted to say it. And yeah, let's do a meditation. Let's do a meditation around soul gift activation. And yeah, we're going to do a meditation activation here. And then we're going to talk a little bit about golden reality activation, which is my next program, which is a one-on-one and group program hybrid all around aligning you with your highest timeline, which is super exciting. So we're going to talk about that. But let's meditate first. I'm just going to listen for my baby. I'm just going to check my text, make sure. On the weekend. I don't care. I'll be in the sun, or maybe I'll try to get to a lake or something. Okay. Are you guys ready to activate a deeper level of clarity and power in your soul gift? So really with this light bulb analogy, like this is what we're going to bring to the meditation is we're going to turn up that dial and turn up that light bulb more so that your gifts are more activated, okay? And we're going to be focusing on one specific gift that is relevant for you right now. And so you're going to be shown that specific soul gift that is relevant for you at this time for your blessings to be activated, okay? And I also want you to open your mind and like open your crown chakra center of knowing here so that you can understand that these soul gifts may not be things like, oh, my soul gift is like writing or something. Like it might be something that you're like, okay, like what even is that? Like, for example, it could be that this will come through that one of your soul gifts is working with golden light energy, okay? As I always have this on when I'm doing work. So that came to mind. But like, be open to the soul gift that's going to come through being very multidimensional, or yeah, like it's not always a tangible thing. It's connected to tangible things you're doing, but don't just go right to the tangible things that you already know are your gifts in this human realm. We want to be opening up to an even higher level of our gifts, which is going to come from our multidimensionality, which is like our higher soul self that is like beyond this world. So like be open to the gift that's going to come through being something kind of like maybe you haven't even heard of before, or maybe you just weren't aware it was yours. So let's do a little meditation. So you can begin by closing your eyes and taking a couple deep breaths here. In through your nose. I just remembered it's a full moon right now, so it's perfect that we're doing this. The energy is like super heightened. I feel like really energetic lately. Okay, so breathing, coming into this room, coming into your body. And I'm going to call upon Holy Mother, Holy Father, Christ Sophia energy to come in, and also that golden Christed light that we saw just a bit ago. I'm going to download that light into every cell of our group field now. And we're just going to allow this golden light to illuminate and bring to light anything that is ready to be brought through right now. And we're also going to call upon this golden light to do an instant healing of anything that is just ready to be instant healed in our field right now. And allowing yourself to receive that. And now we're going to call upon the quality of this golden light that is related to the literal abundant gold that you hold within your field, related to your gifts. So your gifts are literal gold. These gifts are invaluable. They are just literally, when activated, like you are a miracle worker with these gifts. So we're bringing in this golden light now to illuminate and show you the most relevant soul gift that you are working with at this time in relation to the creation of your abundance, of your highest timeline, which includes your relationships, which includes all the blessings that are rightfully yours by divine right now. So allowing a picture of a present to come to your mind, kind of like the gift emoji that I always use, and allowing this present to be shown in front of you now, and you are going to open it. Open this present, open this gift. And what is it that you see or sense or feel? And whatever comes through for you right now is totally perfect. And now you're going to hold this gift in your hand. And you're going to imagine a dial. It goes from 0 to 100. And you can turn this dial to wherever you desire this gift to be activated at. I think 80% is probably good to start with. So you can imagine turning up the dial to 80%. And as you do that, you feel your entire body expanding. You feel like you're standing up straighter and taller and more confident, and you feel this golden light just downloading even more in every cell of your being. And you recognize now that God gave you this gift to shine with. And you've been holding back with it. You've been keeping it maybe to yourself, or if you have shown it to people, you haven't been showing it at your full potential. So we're going to see yourself now shining with this gift, shining in your fullness, activated in your soul. We're also going to call upon the emerald green light to do any aura repair that needs to be done for you to be fully activated and living with this gift turned up all the way. You are worthy. You are a child of God, no less than anyone or anything on this planet. I want you to see now the blessings that are rightfully yours coming to you now and entering your field. Whatever it is that you desire, it's coming into your field and just clicking there. It's a part of you now. And if there's anything you're holding that is stopping you from fully claiming this gift activation now, it is commanded that it be blasted out with the pure golden light. Shoo! 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 Now I want you to imagine this fully activated gift going back into the present box and being placed in the higher heart chamber. And this gift is contained within your higher heart. And when you live in that state of bursting with joy and love and expanded energy, you are living with that gift in full activation. And you're going to remember this. You're going to remember how to be in this state. And all you have to do to remember is tap on your thymus gland. You can open your eyes to see where I'm tapping. So right under my Tesla plate. And every time you tap there, you will remember this gift and these blessings that are rightfully yours now. And energetically, this has already taken place. And you can see now this pink light coming out of your heart space and reaching out to everything you come in contact with. Thank you, God. Thank you, soul. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, any personal guides. Now we're going to ask that everything be integrated in the highest and best way for you now. We're going to ask that this golden light create seals in your aura. So this is all sealed in perfectly. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And my baby's crying out there, so good timing. We all open the door. He can come say hi. Where's Dougie? Oh, okay, I'm live. So, okay. Is he downstairs? Okay. Does he want to say hi to the people? Hi. You want your mommy? Say hi. Say hi to the people.
Say.
Hi, everybody. This is Dougie. And he's not too happy. So we will talk about golden reality activation on another live. But if you already know that you are curious about this amazing program and / one-on-one program, send me a message and we can chat about it. Or are you gonna be good? Gonna let mommy talk a little bit? Okay. No, we'll go. Send me a message if you're curious about the Golden Reality Activation Program. Keywords: highest timeline activation. Okay. Love you guys, and remember, you came for the joy of living. Bye.